Hey guys, welcome to episode 12. Ron Hughes here with Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio Network. Got a special guest star, my son, producer Chase. He's kind of filling in for Tim Huber. He called me at the last minute and he broke down. He's probably about a mile away from us. He's saying his transmission's out. Had I known I was going to be in the driver's seat, I probably would have dressed up, brushed my hair, trimmed my mustache.
You should have definitely dressed up. I saw Tim in the chat there. I'm also trying to switch from the side, and this is going to be difficult for me, but I've done crazier things.
Yeah. On film.
So I saw Tim in the chat. Yeah, I saw Tim in the chat, and I want to call you out, Tim. I want to call you out for that beautiful truck you've been bragging about.
I mean, he's pretty proud of his truck.
I would be too. That's a nice truck.
You know, with this last truck, it's something like it was on the back of a rollback just about every other week. So when he stepped up and got this new truck, I was pretty happy for him, pretty proud of him. But we talked earlier in the week, and he said, it was just in for service, and it was quart low in the transmission. I thought, that didn't sound right. I think if I was a dealership, I probably wouldn't have given him back the truck. Probably would have given him a loaner and just sent him out instead of... Because that was just like a time bomb waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'd say you know me for the longest. I would say your mom basically has a car lot there.
Yeah, in your driveway.
Yeah,
sure.
In the driveway. And at the time, I'd say a few years ago, I only had one vehicle, a personal service vehicle, everything all rolled into one. And when it would break down, I would ask your mom, I'm like, hey, can I borrow one of yours? I mean, I bought them. Can I borrow one? 9 times out of 10, she told me no. And I'm like, holy cow. So I think there's one time in specific, I literally had to go rent a truck while my vehicle was getting fixed. And I'm like, man, this just, I don't know, just something doesn't set well with me when I bought the vehicles and I'm not allowed to use them. So right. I don't know.
I feel like you've always been the kind of guy who goes, you take the car to the dealership or you take it to a shop to work on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not me, though.
You're YouTube and...
I'm the kind of guy who'll work on my own vehicle.
Yeah.
In fact, I just got a new impact gun for Father's Day. They have like a special, #not sponsored. But I got like 3 batteries and an impact gun, 600 foot-pound torque.
Ooh.
For $200.
You could change those tires in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you could
even in a Kroger parking lot.
In the Kroger parking lot.
If you haven't caught that, that's one of his Gilroy vlogs. His wife went into the grocery store and he kind of took her back tires, and she came out of the grocery store and she wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, we thought it was kind of funny that Huber had to call an Uber. So
Uber called an Uber.
Called an Uber. We should call him live on radio and see.
You should
listen to him. Oh, okay.
You have a phone right in front of you. Pull him up. I feel bad. I can't see the chat in front of me. I'm usually the guy, in case you guys are wondering, I'm usually the guy sitting over there switching the camera angles and setting all this stuff up. But, here we go. Phone call.
Here's Uber.
Put him right up there beside your microphone. Right up there.
Yeah.
See?
Hey, we're live on radio and
I gotta turn off the intro music, man. It's bleeding into the live feed.
Oh, why didn't anyone tell me that? Jesus.
We all in this shit. Read the comments.
There's comments?
Yeah.
Well, it's just not running as smoothly. I mean, we're having some technical difficulties. Chase is trying to be guest and producer at the same time.
See, case in point, disasters certainly can happen.
I broke down in front of somebody's driveway, and I really... Oh, he's looking at me. Hold on, let me explain to him I broke down. Hold on.
All right. Probably a state highway patrol.
That's hilarious.
Are you stalking me? So, but yeah, it's kind of ironic that he's broke down, but that sucks.
Listen, things can happen at any time anything can happen at any time, even no matter how prepared you are.
Yeah.
So, how you guys doing?
Oh, hanging in there. You know, we just called to listen to you cry. So.
I'm not crying, man. I got a full warranty and a $200 deductible and a free rental.
I'd probably go for the Lamborghini or something, put a ladder rack on it and just go.
Truck. I already called Joey. He's got to meet me. I'm stacked up with ladders. We got like 10 jobs tomorrow we got to do. So I'm like, we're taking the Kia.
Wow. What's funny is the first thing Chase said is, why didn't you go pick him up? Why didn't you help him out? And I'm like, I got stuff to do. I got responsibilities. I got guys counting on me to put on a show. I mean, he's got a thumb. He could hitchhike. But
yeah, I got the tow truck coming. I'm just waiting on them to get here. So
wow.
I'm just kind of watching you guys live and talking in the comments until the tow truck gets here. So
that's hilarious,
man. You know how it is.
What
Owning a business, you know.
What was the plan, Timmy? What was your plan to talk about? I'll help fill in for you, I guess.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Nothing. I was just gonna talk with your dad and see how his week was going. It's beginning of summer, you know.
Yeah.
So are we getting a summer law? That kind of stuff. You know what's going on with the laws this year.
So in other words, you had no clue of what you was doing tonight.
I usually show up and you tell me.
Wow.
No, you guys talk whatever you want to talk about, man. I appreciate you guys keep going live with it because it sucks that I'm literally a mile away from you guys.
I mean,
that does suck.
I mean, we still get paid, right? Tim still cuts us a check. I mean,
Checks in the mail.
I don't know. I haven't got paid yet, actually.
well, he keeps talking about all these sponsors and everything. I mean, that I would assume he's getting a paycheck. He's probably the only one getting paid. We're not.
Shoot. I wish I was getting paid.
Wow.
We do have to talk about some sponsorships that are coming on board soon. So that's a conversation.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I'm waiting for you to pull up in that 23 Cadillac pickup truck. So
I'm gonna have to do something, man, because I'm not pulling up in anything right now.
oh, wow.
He's pulling up in an Uber.
And an Uber and an Uber.
Uber and Hebrew.
Wow. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you.
I'm gonna keep watching. Talk to you guys.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I'm really glad that my dad, this guy over here, he's got poor eyesight, this one. I wish you'd have said, hey, they're saying something about the extra intro music in the chat. I couldn't see it from here. Too many moving parts at this distance, and I'm like, that was my bad.
I'm sorry.
Bad.
What did you say? I got bad hearing too.
I can turn it up if you really want.
Between hearing, eyesight, everything, that's just going piece by piece. I mean,
so since we're just hip firing the conversation, right? It was just recently Father's Day.
Yeah. How was your Father's Day?
It was great. I spent most of it at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about this Blackstone that you got.
Oh yeah. Pretty awesome.
Everybody raves about this Blackstone, and I got the first opportunity to cook on his Blackstone.
Yeah.
He never got to use it yet, but I mean, what do you think of that thing?
Well, I don't even know how to turn it on right now, to tell you the truth. I think you kind of showed me. I know you showed me how to clean it up and stuff like that. But
I mean, it's basically just the same as a grill, but
I tell you what, it was kind of interesting watching you cook the green peppers and onions for the brats right there on the grill. I mean, usually we have to run those into the house, and you know, your mom promised me on the weekend she'll get up and do me pancakes and eggs on the grill. I'm probably betting against that. I don't see her getting up that early.
You know what though? I would, if I had to lay a preference right now, I would say I wouldn't cook burgers on that. If I had a choice, right, between a traditional grill, either gas or charcoal, or the Blackstone, I wouldn't cook burgers on it.
Really?
Really? Because it reminds me, I used to work in the restaurant business for a long time. It reminds me of the flat top in the restaurant biz. And you're covered in grease. You saw the deck there.
Yeah.
Right in front of the Blackstone is just an entire grease splatter pool.
Yeah.
And so was my shorts. But I consider the Blackstone to be honestly a breakfast grill.
Really?
Yeah. You're gonna make your pancakes and your bacon and eggs and stuff on it.
Well, yeah. You know what? I never thought about the whole not doing burgers on it, because one of my retirement plans is basically following your mom to her different shows and getting my vendor's license or my food license and, sitting there and doing hamburgers and hot dogs for people. Those people that set up in Lowe's and stuff, they make some bank on the weekend.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the first thing I do when I come out of Lowe's is I smell that grill and I'm like, I just ate, but you know what? That smells pretty good. I got to have another.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm considering it. I don't know. But if you had your choice between the Blackstone or your impact gun, I mean, which would?
Ooh, I don't know. That's actually still a tricky question.
Yeah.
I might actually go for just the impact gun.
Wow.
Seriously. I love working on my own car. It's like,
well, it's interesting because I know for a fact, I know your wife, I've known her for a year or two, but it seems like she's always out of town on Father's Day and gives you the true tradition of being a father on Father's Day and sticking you with the kids all day or all week long. But somehow this time she stretched her vacation from
8 days.
4 days to 8?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy cow. Happy Father's Day.
No, I was honestly, I do miss her a lot, and it stinks. As a working person, right, as a businessman, you have a lot of things to do, right? You have a schedule and you have like clients to maintain. But when things don't go according to plan, that certainly messes up literally everything. But I think like the ability to be flexible and like fluid in those types of situations is what helps define your character as a businessman, right? Even though she's gone, and this is actually crazy because usually she takes care of it, but even though she's gone, I've still made dinner every night. I've washed laundry.
Even on Father's Day?
No, I didn't wash laundry on Father's Day.
No.
I washed laundry. The kids have gotten their teeth brushed and showered at night, and I haven't finished the current project I'm working on, but I've still been able to make progress on it.
Wow.
So like doing all those things, I think I deserve a little bit of a pat on the back.
You know what? I think she should pay you when she gets back for childcare and,
By pay me.
Yeah.
By pay me, and are we speaking in code here? Or because if she were to pay me, it's all the same money.
Yeah. But I appreciate what Wiseco Gladiator Gaming was talking about hitting that smashing that like button. We need all the likes and shares we can get.
I know Wisco.
Wisco.
He's from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. His username is speaking in code Wisco.
Aha. Well, I appreciate that. Still smash that like.
He's
share.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. I want to touch on you charged me recently with basically cultivating an entire list of different products that you need to continue to make content on your page or this page or whatever.
Right. What's interesting is I know nothing about technology, as we all know by now. So, I did incorporate your expertise on. I would like to put up a few, what's those called, vlogs or vlogs, yeah.
Yeah, vlogs.
Put up some vlogs on some of the equipment, do some some testing out there, and just put up some vlogs. I know there's an overabundance of those already out there, but you might want an honest opinion.
Maybe this could be the value of the episode, right? Is like, I feel like anybody in the window cleaning industry who's out there trying to make content like this, right? I was actually scrolling TikTok today, and I saw a guy, I can't remember his username. He made a video about how he made $100. Like the hook was make $100 an hour cleaning windows, and he bought a little window cleaning kit. And you and I would probably look at this and be like, "No, this is not a window cleaning kit." So it was like the cheap. I think it was less than a 12-inch squeegee.
Oh wow!
At like Lowe's or something. So he's and he had like one of those little feather dusters. I don't know what that was doing, but he was showing complete total noob, right? But he got hella views on this TikTok showing how he could make $100 an hour, right? Washing windows. Which if you do it right, of course, you know you can make $100 an hour. You can make more than $100 an hour.
Right.
But I think the point is, like, if you're out there washing windows, and I did it for a long time, a whole lot of my younger adult life, I washed windows.
And look how you turned out.
Yes, fantastic. If now you're washing windows, I think it'd be super duper cool to be publishing content, to make content about your experience washing windows.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, they're like, it's satisfying to watch, to be honest.
Yeah.
And when you watch like a sudsed up window, like a soaped up window, and then the squeegee's just taking it off like magic.
Well, not only
satisfying.
that, but even with the power washing that we do, I mean, every time I go through Facebook and I see a power washing guy going back and forth on the driveway, it's just, even though I see it all the time because I do it, I still stop and I watch that for probably, 30 seconds to a minute, because it's like just neat watching it go back and forth. Same thing with window cleaning. I mean, I've been told that, just when I used to do a lot of commercial, that people just stop and watch because they couldn't look away. I don't know if they was waiting for a disaster to happen, like me knock out a window or whatever. Or
I think
miss a spot.
I think historically speaking, right? Anyone who would think about how you wash a window would use like Windex.
Yeah.
Right. You use Windex and you get a paper towel and you wipe it off. People don't typically see like an 18-inch washer mitt with soapy water going on there, and then a squeegee just, and even that, like a squeegee, typically you think of like someone pulling it straight down, and then you see someone like doing some voodoo magic with it. What are you, Harry Potter, like sending a spell or something?
Yeah.
And like to see people turning windows is not something that you see very often. I think that's why it's satisfying to watch.
Well, on some of the other TikToks that I've seen people do artwork in the soap, and I've seen them do logos like the Mercedes logo, and just I think the Apple logo and all kinds of different logos. And all I've mastered so far is a smiley face for the the kids at the Y. that I mean, what's funny is I do the classrooms at the Y. I think you've helped me with that job.
I think so, yeah.
And it seems like they might have 20 kids in this cubicle and 20 kids in that cubicle, and they're trying to have like story time or nap time. And I show up to do the windows just on the outside, and I mean, all the kids just run to the window. I mean, that just interrupts their whole process. And finally, the teacher just kind of gives up and sits there and watches me until I'm done and calls the cops on me.
What's worse is the kids are actually running up to the window, and then you
Looking
just got kids' faces on the glass, and they're like, "Oh wow, okay, I'll have to wash those again."
Well, thankfully, we don't do the inside. We just do the outside.
That's good.
So leave it to their staff to do the inside.
Yeah, that's
so.
nice.
Anyway, you was talking about the technology that you had turned me on to. I think you suggested a GoPro. You suggested a drone.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I had all this stuff, and one of your friend's kids got sick. And I have a heart for small kids. I mean, your sister went through cancer, and I was right there in their shoes. I've walked in those shoes. So when I found out that he was sick and that he had some desires to make video and fly a drone, it was like a no-brainer. It's like, here you go, just take it. And now I can use it. So now I'm having to rebuy everything.
Well, this is fine though, because technology has come a long way from the products that you had. I think you had the GoPro Hero 3, maybe. I can't remember exactly what model it was, but
I think so.
Especially the drone is a Phantom 3 Pro.
I had the Phantom 4.
No, you did not have the Phantom 4.
You sure?
100% positive.
Well, I bought it from you.
I know. Phantom 3 Pro is the one you had. And those are, I mean, they don't even make the Phantom line anymore.
Really?
If that says anything.
Wow.
Now it's all about the tiny foldable Mavic style drones. So, yeah, no, I think...
How does those hold up and when? Like, if I take it to the Outer Banks, is it just going to fly away?
The one that's in your cart?
Yeah.
No, they're strong enough to withhold at least up to 40 to 55 mile per hour winds.
Right.
They're strong, believe it or not.
You know what's funny is we was just talking about this today at work. I normally don't clean out gutters, but I had this customer that I was really desperate for it, and typically I carry a 20-foot ladder and a 28-foot ladder on the truck, along with my stack ladders and stuff like that. But I had to specifically haul a 32-foot ladder all the way down just to this one customer's house, and he just wanted me to get up and check his gutters. And I'm like, today would have been a perfect day to have that drone.
Yeah, for sure.
That way I wouldn't even had to haul that ladder because there's absolutely nothing in the gutters. I could have flown over the house, shown him a video of the gutters, and been done.
Yeah.
But instead, I had to set up a 32-foot ladder. Most of my ladders have leg levelers on them and, bumpers on them, but the 32, I very seldom ever use it, so it really has nothing. So you set it up on a 6-inch galvanized rounded gutter, and it's just sliding all over the place, and I'm thinking I should have had a drone by now.
Yeah, the drones definitely make inspection easier, but I hate to break it to you, I unless the rules have changed, and I don't think that they have. For recreational purposes, the sub 250 gram, which is what you're looking at, the DJI Mini series, right? The whole advantage to those particular drones is that they're under 250 grams, which if they are under 250 grams, then you don't have to register the drone. It's more of a recreational purpose UAV.
Gotcha.
If you, however, use that aerial unmanned aircraft for commercial purpose, you do still have to have a Part 107.
Well, let me stop you right there because I would never use it during business hours. It would always be during lunchtime. So technically, I'm closed from 12 to 1. That's when I would use a drone for recreational purposes.
Interesting. Okay.
See, there's always these little gray areas you could always play in. I mean,
I think they call those loopholes, yeah.
Loopholes.
Yeah.
So,
no, I think for any person who has to climb ladders and be on a roof, having a drone, especially the Mavic series, the Mini series, they're so easy to fly, and it could literally save your life.
Yeah.
Because the less amount of times you have to set up a ladder and potentially fall off of it, which
yeah, obviously I've done that.
Yeah.
Been there.
It's way better off for you. And I mean, what is the price comparison between like leg or limb and or
a drone?
like, what was it, like $600 I think for that drone?
I don't know. I think your problem with recommending a drone to me is the fact of, I'm very limited with my technology skills. So you're looking for the easiest, simplest, plug and play, push this button and it takes off.
Yeah, but those DJI drones, they literally, you can't get an easier aircraft to fly.
Does that have the follow me technology?
I don't know if the Mini series has all the active track stuff built into it because they have less sensors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it needs all the sensors to bounce data off of the brain and the drone to say, hey, this is where we need to be. I'm pretty certain the Mavic Mini series doesn't really have a strong active track. But there's other softwares, and that's probably a story for another day. But there's a bunch of other softwares that you can use, like Lychee, to set up, like if you wanted to program certain missions, right? That you could, I don't know, if you're working on a building site and you want to like film the progress over a long period of time, this one program you can schedule missions, and if you go show up every day at 8 o'clock at the job site, you put your drone on this spot and activate the mission, it'll fly the same path over and over and over again. And you can make some really cool stuff with that.
That sounds kind of technical for me.
It's very technical. You would never figure that out. You would probably never figure that out.
I might have to hire tech support, like 3-4-year-old grandkid to sit there. I think they're bred with that technology in them now.
No, I think you would do well with the drone for not only inspection purposes, but like for the video you did with the Cobra Flipper, the Sorbo Cobra Flipper, and I think you got Timmy was on the ground. shooting up at the glass, you could have the drone right there in front of it.
Right there.
You know?
I don't think people know who Timmy is. I think that's his alter ego. Like Garth Brooks had an alter ego. Sorry about that, Tim.
Sorry, Tim.
Timmy.
Timerson.
Timmy. Oh, we could beat up on him because he's not here.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I hope the tow truck came for you.
He'll get over it.
But seriously, though, on the list of things that I sent you, the number one most important thing I think would be the GoPro. As a window cleaner, if you are trying to capture content and make videos and stuff like that, I think the GoPro is your best friend.
Yeah.
Because there's so many mounts for it, right? If you wanted to go hands-free, you could either clip it on your hat, or there's a chest mount. You could put it right on your chest and have like a really good perspective of the windows. The stabilization features, hyper smooth, and the newer GoPros are absolutely insane. It doesn't look like a GoPro anymore, and it's super smooth. Even if you were like hand holding it and you were running down the street or something, which I don't know why you would do that if you're washing windows. But you're running right. It's so smooth. It's like ridiculous. I wish I had some test footage to show you, but it's waterproof.
See, that's a good thing.
Yeah, like you could literally drop it right down in the bucket and it's perfectly fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
And see, I always see you running around with cameras making your own vlogs, and I mean, a lot of these is probably out of my price range.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't particularly enjoy using a GoPro for most of the stuff that I do. I like cinematics and like depth of field and variable focal lengths and full frame sensors, but you can't get that with the GoPro.
Right.
But I'm a firm believer that there is a specific purpose for every tool. And the GoPro is like, it's just the most versatile camera that can literally be mounted to anything.
Well, what about the numbers? I mean, help out a not too technical guy. I mean, there's the 7, 8, 9. I mean, what number are they on now? I know
10. They're on 10.
They're on 10.
So right now it's the GoPro Hero 10, and it's still $550 for that camera. It's not cheap, but it is a damn good camera, and it will last you a long time. I put those on my drones. I fly FPV drones, and I've had one fall from pretty high up.
Right.
Right on top of the drone, on top of it. And
so as far as technology goes, from the 7 to the 10, I mean...
Oh, there's a big difference from the 7 to 10. Is there a big difference? Yeah. Not so much a big difference between the 9 to the 10. I would always say if you don't have a GoPro at all, always go for the newest one, because you don't want to miss out on all the features that the newest ones have. But like I have the 9 and I won't go for the 10 because there's just not that much
of a difference
for me to justify, spending another $550.
Right. I mean, we've always stayed ahead of technology. I think right now the TV in our living room is an 8K, which I think our current cable provider flat out told us in our lifetime we're probably never broadcast in 8K. So, I mean, it's something that your mom's seen. I don't even know if she looked at the TV, she saw the price and said, I want that one.
8K just sounds sexy.
Yeah.
Like 8K.
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 Yeah.
Say it out loud to somebody today. 8K. I got an 8K TV.
8K. But it's like... NCIS looks the same on 4K. Then, I mean, I walk out into the other room where we have a 4K, and I'm like, I can't tell that much of a difference.
I don't know. I do a lot of video work, and anymore I see like the 1080 video next to a 4K video. I prefer the 4K. I can't even speak. I prefer the 4K over the 1080.
Can you notice the difference when you come over and see the 8K?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crystal clear.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Huh. It's nice.
I'm half blind and can't hear, so.
That's why you needed it. You needed to overcompensate the projection.
I think at this point in time, I need the actors just to show up in the living room and do their performance right there. Forget the TV.
Man, so. That's brutal.
It is what it is. But, I am going to order that stuff. I think you also suggested a whole bunch of, are they called SD cards?
Yes, they're SD cards.
I was going to say SDS, and I'm like, I think that's a different topic, but SD cards. is more of the video cards that I need, and I basically just yank the card out and bring it to you, and you do your magic and put a new card in, and then we swap cards out.
Yeah, I mean, typically, yes, that's what you do. But I got to tell you, my schedule is pretty full, man. That's pretty big. I'm pretty booked up these days.
I mean, washing clothes, doing dishes, that's a pretty full schedule.
Yeah, I just hemmed the bottom of my skirt today, so.
Oh, Mr. Mom, I swear. So are you going to throw her a little party when she comes home?
Yeah, in fact, my plan is to throw her a party in the way of sending the kids to Grandma's house.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying, because I have a scheduled engagement on this coming Monday.
Yeah. I mean, that may cause us an issue for next Tuesday's episode. What would that be? 13? Oh, lucky 13. That's when you're having your procedure.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
He might not be able to run the control board because he might be holding bags of ice.
Yeah, it will literally be 24 hours post procedure.
Yeah, but you
By
know,
the time.
back in the day when I got mine and they used like a rusty knife to do it.
Oh.
I think I went bowling the next day. So.
Well, so I had to go in yesterday. Yeah, I had to go in yesterday and get a COVID test.
Oh.
And
Wrong end, but okay.
Yeah. I was telling the lady who took my test, she was like, before I left, I was like, yeah, I've never really had any kind of surgery or anything before. And she was like, what are you having done? I said, I'm having a vasectomy. And she was like, oh, she did this. She goes, oh.
As though she's had it done 100 times.
That's nothing, honey. That's nothing. Yeah. And I'm like, you sure? Are you sure? Like that, I don't know why, but this little thing.
That's nothing.
that made me feel so good.
Really?
I swear to God, it did. That made me feel so good. She's just like, oh, that's nothing, honey. Yeah. With her like chain smoker breath. That's nothing, sweetheart. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. All right, ma'am. Whatever you say. I'm
got
ready.
this.
I'm ready to go.
Wow. You're come out in a wheelchair, crutches, you know. They might have to life flight you over to Grant.
Nah. It's like this, right? I remember when I was a young kid, I had to go to the dentist, right?
Yeah.
When I was a young kid, I hated the dentist. Hated it.
Yeah.
And you didn't help much.
Oh, I'm like, hurt him.
He'd be like, oh, he needs a root canal, right?
Go ahead and give him 4.
and beforehand, he'd be like, they just screw a screw right down into your teeth and then they yank it out.
I did do that. And I didn't paint pretty pictures.
And I was like, man, okay. I remember being deathly afraid of the dentist. Yeah. And I think in recent years, I had to have a root canal. And it's nothing.
It's nothing.
Like
what I described.
medical procedures and medicine, right, have come such a long way since.
Oh, yeah. They use chainsaw on me, so
yeah.
So they've came a long way. I think they're up to what's those things? Scalpels?
Yeah, scalpels. Yeah. No, I thought you said they drug you across a barbed wire fence.
Oh, they did that too. I mean, I got scars to prove it.
No, I'm a little bit sketched out about the whole thing, but I think it'll be fine. I think it will be fine.
I mean, all they do is they kind of grab a hold of it and stretch it like 3 foot and just kind of smack it with an axe or something. Yeah, no more kids. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, honey.
I had a farm friend was telling a story about how they castrate the pigs, and it's basically just wrapping a rubber band around it and wait till it falls off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So thankfully they don't do that.
I was going to say, you might not want to tell your wife that. She might want to try to save the money from the procedure and go ahead and try that. That'd be a YouTube video.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I'm okay. I'm ready for it.
I mean, how many views would that get? That's probably a lot of views.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
You're not going to do it.
No.
So, seeing that your wife took the extended vacation, are you taking a vacation on your own?
I will be on the couch, for the next 2 weeks, probably.
Well, I mean, right before it's going to kind of interfere with you sending your kids to grandma's house.
Yeah. Well, she'll be back on Thursday, so I'll have literally Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll have like 3 days worth of like.
No, you won't have Friday.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm taking the guys up to the Nitro Circus up in Columbus. So yeah.
Yep.
Chase is scoring us backstage.
Good, bad, and rad tour.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're heading up there. What time we got to be there? About 5, 6?
I don't even know. I'll show up when we want, I guess.
No,
the show starts at 7.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So that kind of cuts into your honeymoon time?
No, it's fine. She'll be here when I get home.
Yeah. And the kids won't.
The kids, I don't know.
So
it'll be fun. No, I'm stoked for Nitro. That's a super cool deal. And I've been to Nitro before. I've seen the show a couple different times. The most recent time was in Buffalo. And, dude, those guys are absolute monsters. Every one of them.
Are they all, like, there in the head? I mean, they're just kind of out of their mind.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It would be kind of the same as, like...
window cleaning?
Like an NFL football player.
Yeah.
Right? They're so good at their job and they do what they do, but they're just rough and you know, they beat the crap out of each other every week. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, no, these Nitro guys, they're insane. They do literally the craziest stuff you've ever seen live in front of you. They got a new step up. It's like a scissor lift. So if you've never seen the show before, the Nitro guys, it's all BMX, FMX, scooter. They've got...
wheelchair guys still there?
Yeah, Wheels. That's Aaron Fotheringham. He's super amazing, dude. He's super amazing. It's so cool to see, and like this mega ramp is something you, even a legged person, for lack of a better word, even a legged person going up on the top of this mega ramp and looking down, it is absolutely terrifying. I can't remember how high it is. It's got to be at least 40 feet in the air.
That cover like a 4 or 5 story building. I wonder if we can incorporate that into the window cleaning skills. I mean, go off the ramp and like swipe windows on the way down.
I don't know about that, but
I'm not right.
No. No, you could probably incorporate maybe some sort of like ramp. You go up your ramp and you grab the rope and then you slide down the rope. And then while you're sliding down the rope, you could like wash windows on the way down.
I bet.
That'd be cool. The high-rise guys would have to give you pointers on that one. But no, the Nitro guys are they're coming this Friday, the 24th to Huntington Park, Columbus. And it's a show you can't miss. I'm pretty sure they're still at least halfway through a North America tour. I mean, you got Travis Pastrana, Ryan Williams, too many to name. There's so many amazing athletes out there, and they do some of the wackiest stuff. Dude.
Well, what's funny is I was looking at their schedule even when I booked the tickets, and it's like I think they're in Columbus Friday night. I think they're in Michigan on Saturday night. I think they're in Cincinnati on Sunday night. And I mean, it's like there's no rest for them.
No.
I mean, I don't even see how they get all their gear and everything from town to town that quick.
It's bust. I mean, the routes are pretty much predetermined, so they can at least get a bus to it, or like a truck, like a semi-truck.
Yeah, but they'd have to break down instantly and like hit the road and drive through the night.
You know what's so crazy is the show is literally inflatable jumpers and landers. Well, the jumpers are like I think it's called Mylar or something. It's a hard structure. Like
right.
The mega ramp is a hard structure, but the lander's just an inflatable thing.
Yeah.
With like some sort of plastic stuff on the top of it.
But
it's
I
crazy.
mean, even the ramps, they have to, obviously they have to take time to put them together just right.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember back in the day, Evel Knievel, if you kind of messed up by
my gosh,
2 degrees, that could mean a broken bone or two.
Yeah, it's definitely scary what they do. I don't think I could ever do it. No. It's too big. It's too insane.
Come on, be honest.
What?
We go to Cedar Point and you won't ride the roller coasters.
No, I don't do that either. No.
I don't see you really going out on a motorcycle and jumping a ramp. Or you're a skateboarder. I mean,
I used to be a skateboarder. Let's get this straight. I used to be a skateboarder. I do still snowboard, but I haven't even done that for the past year.
Wow.
I didn't do that last winter.
Really? Because of COVID or because just not going?
Just I've taken a boycotting to the snow. I kind of like really hate it now.
Yeah.
I used to only like snow for the fact that it's time, like it's snowing out, we can go snowboarding. But even now I'm like, no.
What's funny is back in the days when you cleaned windows, you would be like, I hate the cold. I hate it. I hate it. And then we'd go to Seven Springs and you spend like a day and a night out in the snow while we're sitting in the resort and you're like, I like the snow. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just told me as you're cleaning windows, you hate the snow. So I reckon it's all about what you want to do and what you have to do.
Yeah, it's a subjectivity issue. If it makes sense for there to be snow and I have the right gear, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're out there washing windows, putting your hands in buckets of water, that's totally not for me.
No.
Yeah. Not for me.
But going off a ramp and breaking a couple bones on a snowboard, that's
pretty sick.
I mean, you was with Nick one year when he broke his wrist.
Yeah, that was a fluke though. I mean,
he fell and he broke his wrist. How's that a fluke?
Nah. Well, he wasn't doing anything like crazy. Like he wasn't like going up the half pipe and doing like gnarly twirls, dude, and flips and like pipe grabs and stuff. No, he was just literally. It was the end of the run, and I think there was a ramp, but he just wanted to go. He wanted to go up a little, and then go off the side. He was like, I'm not gonna go up the big thing, but I'll go up a little bit, and then off to the side. So him going off the side was what caused him to break his wrist.
So in other words, he did the Biden. Did you see that yesterday where Biden just was on a bike and he fell over?
He fell over. Yeah.
He had the helmet on, so
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. No, I don't know, but hopefully next week Uber's back. I mean Uber.
Mr. Uber. Yeah, I hope you found a tow truck. If you haven't yet, please call us and we'll come help you out. Yeah. Now that the show's over and the show has not been missed, we can come help him out. Yeah.
I might swing by and kind of beep and wave at him as I'm driving by.
That'd be nice.
If I had a GoPro, I'd do a vlog about it.
Well, you can use your phone.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
They probably frown on that as I'm driving.
No, they say the best camera is the one you have with you. So
that makes sense.
If it is your phone, then so be it. And in fact, a phone is a pretty darn good camera these days.
Might have to try it out.
4K 60.
Yep.
You can shoot 4K 60 with your phone. That's that's crazy.
So what do you think? We got enough for tonight?
Yeah. You're going to do the wrap up here. I'm going to walk away, but you're going to do the wrap up so I can go over there and situate those 3 different buttons that I have to press.
The outro.
That I can't press here. Yeah.
You don't have that technology?
There is a much more advanced app, but I have to spend $50 on it. And even still, that's like very hard to maneuver while you're doing like something like this. If you're hosting and doing stuff.
Well, okay, we'll go ahead and do the wrap up. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And send your prayers for Uber and Chase for next week's procedure. And shoot, I might have to, I'll have my 8-track player next week, maybe by myself, but I'm not for sure. But anyway, we're talking about some sponsorships that Tim was talking about, Timmy, and go from there. Until then, we'll see you next week. At least I will, because I'm the dependable one. So what's bad is I still have a GMC truck just like Tim. But we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Peace.